So the trailer for Fade has been revealed on Valorant channel. I'm not going to play the full thing just in full here. I'll put a link to that in the top right. If you haven't already seen it, I'd recommend checking it out first. And this is very much more of a teaser for the character themselves, rather than showcasing too much of their gameplay like they did in some other agent trailers. But there are still a few different frames of this that I want to take a closer look at, and just the ones specifically highlighting Fade and maybe even her using some of her abilities. Because at first we obviously have all these shots which are stemming from those teasers that we got on Valorant's Twitter, showing all of the different agents just like having their fears brought out by Fade. For example, Cypher being watched or being exposed to the worlds, KO losing Brimstone, Nia not having her powers and stuff like that. And then all we really get is this last 10 seconds or so, but based on the ability leaks that we got, now again, these are just leaks and we will be getting confirmation of her abilities in the next like 3 to 4 hours. So keep an eye out for that. But looking at this shot here with Sova, I think this mist that we can see coming out, like back out of this alley down towards Sova, I think this is going to be representative of Fade's ultimate ability. From the leak, we know that it says word for word, fire to send out a wave of dark mist. To me, this does look like a dark mist, so I think this is going to be her ultimate ability, which again, as of when it was leaked, could have changed by now, but when it was leaked, it said if the mist comes in contact with an enemy, they'll be trailed, deaf, and decayed for 12 seconds. It'll be very, very interesting to see, especially in some of these frames here. You can almost make out faces within this mist. If you just look at like some of the little red lights, they look like their eyes, and even mouths underneath them. Very, very eerie looking stuff. There's this cool little animation here with her hand gathering up her powers or the darkness. I imagine that's going to be like the animation that you'll see as the character using one of her abilities. No idea which one, but I think one of them, you'll see that her using that animation where she like pulls in that darkness, and you can see that same sort of thing here where she's like charging up her power almost. And this ability, well, it's definitely an ability in my opinion. I think this is going to be her Prowler ability. We see her sort of launch it out, and then we sort of see it coming towards the agents as well. But I imagine that'll be her Prowler ability, which works sort of similarly to Sky's dog, but you have a little bit less control over it. And again, in about 3 to 4 hours now, after the Valorant Masters Grand Final is finished, that is when there will be a full breakdown of the gameplay and of all of her abilities. And additionally, on top of that, I think all the content creators and pros will be getting access to her after the Grand Final as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Otherwise, that's it from me for now, and I'll see you all next time. See ya.